Okay, now we are in page 41. So the time on the clock. Here we have to draw the hands, okay? The short hand for hours and the long hand for minutes. 2 o'clock, okay? So the short hand pointed to 2 and the long hand pointed to 12. The next one, 9 o'clock. So the short hand point to 9 and the long hand point to 12. After that, 12 o'clock. So the short hand point to 12 and the long hand also point to 12. The next one, 6 o'clock. 6 to 0, so it's 6 o'clock. The short hand point to 6 and the long hand point to 12. 10 o'clock. The short hand point to 10 and the long hand point to 12. The next one is 5 o'clock. So the short hand point to 5 and the long hand point to 12. After that we have half past. Half past. When the long hand pointed to 6, it's half past the clock. Here the short hand on point to 10 and the long hand point to 6, so it's half past 10. Okay, in digital we write 10 and how many minutes? 30 minutes. So when the long hand point to 6, it's equal 30 minutes. We write the time here, the clock here, and the minutes here, 10 and 30. Okay, page number 42. Write the time analog and digital. Okay, here the long hand point to 6 and the short hand point to 1. We write the small number, so it's half past 1. In digital it will be 1 and how many minutes? It's 6, so it's 30 minutes. Here the same way, the short hand point to 2. Yes, we write the small number, and the long hand point to 6, so it's half past 2. In digital it will be 2 and how many minutes? 30 minutes. The next one, the short hand point to 8, yes, and the long hand point to 6, so it's half past 8. And the digital will be 8 and how many minutes? 30 minutes. After that, here the short hand point to 7 and the long hand point to 6, so it's half past 7. Okay, and here the digital 7 and how many minutes? 30 minutes. After that, the short hand point to 12, the long hand point to 6, it's half past 12. Digital, it will be 12, how many minutes? 30 minutes. Here it's the short one,